when I started out moving all this dirt, we basically used the grapple bucket, got all the roots out, got all the brush off, and then started using the box blade and the front loader to start moving the dirt around the side of the house down to the backyard. When we started moving dirt, it was super dusty. It was right in the middle of summer. It had been like 85, 90 degrees for several weeks. So I ended up quitting moving dirt. I stopped because of the dust, and I waited for the rain to come back. And as you see here, the dirt color has definitely changed, and it's a lot more green outside because I waited until the rains came. Made moving dirt a lot nicer. It's much more enjoyable to move dirt when you don't have dust in your face all the time. In any case, we had cut the trees down at this point, and I was working on the stumps and moving a bunch of the dirt out. I basically removed all the dirt around all these stumps slowly with the box blade and the front loader, and then I kind of pushed them out and rolled them around to a bank on the other side of the house. I ended up spending a lot of time out here moving dirt. It was a fun project, and I'm really glad I took the time to do it. It was quite a few days out here, though. Quite a few weeks. Over a really long period of time, because I always waited for the rain to come back so that the dust wasn't there. And then I waited until it got sunny out so that there wasn't a lot of puddles. So overall, it just took a long time, but we got it done. Got all the dirt moved around to the back of the house, and overall it's looking really good. Well, I'm going to work on a couple of close-up shots here for you guys. You can see how well that box blade works. It really smooths everything out as you're moving dirt, and as long as you have a nice drag path, which in this instance I did, it just makes life really easy. You can move twice as much dirt by using the front loader and the box blade in conjunction with each other. When you're only using the front loader, you have a tendency to dig and make dips and humps and bumps in the ground, and it makes it really hard to drive the tractor around. With the box blade and dragging over the top, you can see how smooth everything gets left. And it just makes operating the tractor way easier, way better overall. You can see here the different layers of dirt. So I've got my topsoil, that really thin brown, dark brown layer, and then I've got a medium layer of brown dirt, and then right here, this is mostly sand at this point. I only hit hard pan a little tiny spot here a little bit later on. Overall, moving this dirt was really simple. It's pretty soft and loamy out here in western Washington where I'm at. It makes owning and operating a tractor pretty fun, actually. At this point, we were getting the contours done of this bank. I wanted to leave the bank at roughly a 45. I think I ended up with a little less than that, but I wanted to make sure that the water wasn't going to cause erosion issues, and I do plan on planting this slope with grass, obviously, to maintain any erosion issues, but here we're just breaking that bank down and getting the slope nice and even and smoothed out, and using the front loader to break off that edge without driving up the bushes is really the way to go, and then cleaning everything up with the box blade definitely does the trick. You're going to see me break this wall of dirt down here. I left this just for shits and giggles. This bank of dirt was just there kind of because it was fun to create this big canyon on the other side. So at this point I was getting ready to do the final grade, and I needed to get the dirt out of there and then go ahead and move this last stump. I suspect if you own a tractor, you've done some goofy crap like that too. But overall, it was fun. It was easy to do, and this is the second shot of breaking that bank and then pushing over that little hump of dirt over here to the right, as you'll see shortly. The trench I created between that big stump and that dirt I just moved was almost as high as the top of the roll bar on the tractor. So I moved quite a bit of dirt. Got it all dialed in. I wanted to show you real quick here some of the maintenance. Obviously, this is just putting gas in the tractor, and I did this a lot during this project. I bet you I ran through 35, 40 gallons of diesel while I was moving all that dirt. It's quite a few hours on the tractor, but it's fun. This fuel caddy I got off Amazon and modified the crap up. There's a whole separate video about that, but it works really well, and it's a lot easier than dealing with 5-gallon gas cans. As long as you don't hit the garage while you're doing it. This video does not do the steepness of this slope justice. It is uncomfortably steep. In fact, you're almost falling out of the seat the whole time you're operating on this hill. And I realize there's a roll hazard here, but I took a lot of time making sure I was as safe as I could be to make sure we didn't have a problem with the tractor. This was the last large stump that I had to remove, and I basically broke it out of there and rolled it down the hill and over the bank it went, and out of sight, out of mind. Right where the tractor's at right now is a little trench I left in order to specifically move those stumps down and out of the way. And we came back up here and worked on breaking the bank a little bit more and doing some final grade and getting it all dialed in so we could finish up. So we finished moving all this dirt. So we've got this big bank behind me. We're going to put some field grass on that eventually, and then some normal grass down here, kind of where my tractor trailer is parked at. And that'll allow me access to the backyard from the front yard. But what we're going to focus on is getting all these humps smoothed out. Now, I did this intentionally. It kind of made it easier for me to be able to determine how much dirt I was bringing in versus smoothing it out as I went. This I found when I'm moving a lot of dirt makes it easier to basically tell, right, if you're high or low or whatever. So well, I finished moving 90% of the dirt, 99% of the dirt, so we can extend the lawn out from up next to the house down. We pulled most of the dirt out from a bank that we had on the side of the house and brought it all around here, and you guys saw me flatten everything out. The last little bit I got is this little dip between the grass and the new dirt. I've got this little low spot right here where it kind of rounds the corner. So I'm going to go ahead and go down this way and scrape some off of the top down here and bring it up, fill in this little dip, and then I'll backblade everything out and we'll be done and get ready to start trenching for the sprinkler piping, which I've got a couple of videos down the road about fixing my backhoe, so I can go ahead and get started on that. So well, we're done. I finished moving the dirt into this little low spot. You have to forgive me the glare, the sun's out. So So this all slopes downhill away from the house, obviously. So the house is behind me. Everything slopes down away, so the water will run off real nice. And then we raised up this back portion quite a bit, several feet actually. So we went from no lift in this general area to 2.5, maybe 3 feet back there. But it's all done. It's all cut out and flattened out and leveled out, and we'll trench through it and put some sprinkler pipes in. That'll be a whole nother series of videos. And I was fortunate in that I was able to take all the dirt from this whole bank. And it's pretty dang significant how much dirt I took out of here. Garage is up there. Obviously I left this so I can drive down here. But I mean, this bank is 15 feet tall. And it all slopes down. This is a little section of grass we had, and now we're gonna plant all of this. All of this up to, so this grass will tie in with that grass. Quite a bit of dirt we moved, and it's all leveled up. Just a whole lot of dirt moving, a lot of time lapse in this video, a lot of fast motion, but it was fun. It was good good time on the tractor, and you know, if you own a tractor, you know what I mean, and if you don't, well, go get one and you'll figure out what I mean. In any case, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you got something out of it. Check out some of these other links. I'll have my house build, garage builds. Hit that subscribe button. That always helps me out in the long run. Till next time, thanks for watching.